What's up, everybody? This is the Professor. You're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to this special summer edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning here at the 2K Studios.
And I'm Alexis Morgan from sunny Las Vegas at Summer League. And it's a very special Summer League because it is NBA 2K23 Summer League. We caught up with some fans and, of course, the NBA draft picks.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA. And for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, our broadcast location today. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Utah's Quinn Snyder is an elite coach. He says it's rewarding to be a part of a group that's bigger than a coach or a player. That connectivity. Guys have found things for themselves within the team, and that's how we play. Everybody's getting something out of it, but also selflessly contributing. Kevin?
What a great philosophy. DA, thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Reggie Jackson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the Clippers starting five. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the point. And for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the three. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Takes the 13-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Leonard. He had 35 points last game out. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. No good on the three. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Conley. The pass to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to man. George with the ball. Nailed from three-point land.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Zubac. Last game we saw him score 14. Here's Leonard. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Conley. The three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 5 now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Mann. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Back to George. Steps back and shoots. Again, Los Angeles.
His range goes out a lot further, but didn't need to on that possession.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Back to Conley. Inside. Gobert down low. Plays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Here's George. Utah with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And they won the season series last year against this club, but fell to them in the postseason.
Pass to Mann. Back to George. The shot missing. So Utah will take it the other way. Conley scanning the floor. Passes it to Gobert. Kicks to O'Neal. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Connects from three-point range. Mitchell's got his second bucket.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
Back to George. Beyond the arc. Gobert pulls it in.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Conley. He had 25 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And it's Leonard missing.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
George passes to Mann. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And how about the awareness of Mitchell? That's what stands out to me. He has a decision to make and does it with terrific timing.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game. Determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
Eric Pasco, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson comes in for O'Neal. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Norman Powell's checked in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Terrence Mann.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Jackson passes to Hartenstein. Down low, outside for Jackson. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Utah the other way. Clarkson against Powell. Clarkson looking for an opening. Takes the three. The Clippers grab the miss. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's George on the mark with the 15-footer. George has got 7 points.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clippers trail by 9. Up top, Powell. He's covered by Clarkson. Nobody near George. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers. Conley the pass to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. And that one drops for him. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. The pass to Batum. Haskell against George. Batum off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Conley. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Powell against Clarkson. Now here's Powell. Defense is right there. Basket counts.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And the coaching staff loves it. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Jackson against Conley. Outside Jackson. Pass to Hartenstein. Lets a floater go. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Conley finds Clarkson. From outside the arc. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. Looking for Pascal. He gets it there. An emphatic LU jam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And the Clippers have possession. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's George. Gobert with the defensive effort.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Here's Hartenstein. following the bucket by the Jazz. It's stolen by Gobert. Clarkson outside. Pass to Conley. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 13. Inside. Batum passes to Hartenstein. George looking around to stop the run.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. And the 2021 Sixth Man of the Year winner, Jordan Clarkson, excelling in his role under Coach Quinn Snyder in the Utah Jazz.
It's been good for me. From day one, they told me to come here and be myself, playing free with a free mind and, trying to help us get wins.
And Clarkson really finding his niche, providing Greg instant scoring. Off the Utah bench.
And there's tremendous value in a player who can create his own shot and really carry a second unit. With Clarkson's quickness, so tough to bottle him up.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum is out there with Powell. And it's Hartenstein in at center. Jazz leading by 12. Here's Gay. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Leonard in for Nicholas Batum. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. Shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Zubac is checked in for Pop. Now here's Butler. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Jackson. 15-point game. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And the Jazz, another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Leonard. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Mann's checked in for Reggie Jackson.
Team foul. Clippers substitution.
And Whiteside's got the ball here for Utah. Butler attacking. And with the rebound. Clippers trail by 18. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Leonard. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshakable. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Knocks it loose. Outside Leonard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Clarkson for 3. Here's Whiteside, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Butler passes to Whiteside. Now here's Bogdanovic. Hits the three-point bomb. Bogdanovic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And the reliability of Bogdanovic. His teammates know Bogey is good for that shot, so he gets the feed and sinks it.
And it's Gay with the rebound. Jazz leading by 21. Bogdanovic passes to Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Mann, defended by Butler. And he jams it with authority.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Shot's good by Butler.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Leonard. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Here's Mann. He's covered by Gay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And he makes that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes to Mann. And here's Kennard. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
As soon as that pass was released, Whiteside's eyes lit up, and he finishes that off with some style.
L.A. has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. To the wing on the left. Zubac's in the post. He's covered by Gay. And now Utah, fast break. And Bogdanovic, the bucket on the assist from Gay. Bogdanovic has got 10 points in the quarter. The Clippers shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And the Clippers call time here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
For the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Whiteside. O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovic. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Clarkson. George is checked in for the Clippers. Now, here is George. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And here is Butler after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Gobert finds Butler. Mitchell outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. One thing about Kawhi Leonard's defense, Brent, his quick hands really help him.
Well, isn't it incredible, Kevin, every year how many steals Kawhi gets that are so much different than any other defender in the NBA, where he literally rips that ball away from any offensive player and takes off down the other end of the floor.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now the pass to Leonard. Over O'Neal. Leonard, no luck. Utah's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down low, Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
On the wing, Mitchell for the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. An even 3-on-3 break. From deep, George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now, here's Mitchell. And it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Gobert with the block. They recover it, and it's good. 2 points. The Jazz shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Pass to Gay. Mitchell against Kennard. Kicks it out to Gay. Here's Gobert. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Clippers call time here. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
You gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
For the Jazz, Eric Paschal, he's checked in for Gay. And it's Conley in for Butler. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Powell, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Terrence Mann. Here's Conley. Paul George making his last shot. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Powell against Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Pass to Paschal. Pulls it from the elbow. Back to O'Neal. This one for 3. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. And slam dunk by Paschal.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Powell with it. Conley picks him up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so Powell nails both of them. Utah has gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Mitchell kicks to Pascal. 1:24 left here in the second. Got it. Good job in the low post. Pascal's got 8.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. Donovan Mitchell is second.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And Pascal drops them both. 1:03 left to play in the first half.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Conley against Jackson. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pascal. Over George. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Powell. That's good. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Powell against Mitchell. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Clippers ball. Coming onto the floor for the Clippers.
And so it's Utah, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, with Rudy Gobert a mainstay for your team, what is he giving you?
Well, he's been so consistent. His offensive rebounding, just keeping plays alive, and a little bit of everything. He's playing well.
And that means good things for your squad, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He ended up with 15 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So it's the Clippers now. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group right now for Utah.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Tries from 10. A 3 from Leonard. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Finally into the lane. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Clippers. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at Utah, they've started the way we expected. Aggressive, relentless, just imposing their will upon lesser teams.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And here is Zubac. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Leonard the bounce pass. Here's Mann. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. On the clock. Here's George. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bogdanovich. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
You got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
Here's Mann. Driving in. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Michael Conley picks one up.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 15. And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But, boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
How about the attitude of Bogdanovich? When he's got it going, he's looking to fire it every time.
Outside Leonard. Count it. Leonard's got 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now, here's Mitchell. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectations. Somehow he's managed to average about 34.5 points a game. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Mitchell against Leonard. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Utah. From the high post. Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the way. 18 points for him.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And the Clippers call time here. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. Kennard's checked in. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer. Conley's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Going inside. Here's Mann. Mike Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. And there's the pass to Gobert. Clarkson trying to break free. Nice shot by Gobert.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 12. They shoot again. Here's Zubac, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the board.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do, and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit. And the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Leonard. And he drops it in from the low post. Leonard's got 14 points for the game.
The strength in that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Clarkson against Leonard. Pass to Kennard. Back to Leonard. Launches it. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Kawhi Leonard with the 3. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half. Now Mitchell. 20 points for him. Dishes to Clarkson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 7th assist in the game. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Clarkson. That one a little long. Utah's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Bogdanovich inside. Powell's there. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Mann passes to Zubac. Here's Mann, covered by Conley. Leonard against Clarkson. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Eric Paschal comes in for Bogdanovich. Rudy Gay's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Butler in for Mike Conley. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Mann. Hartenstein's checked in for the Clippers. Clarkson goes in, and he banks in the lane. Clarkson's got 14 points for the game.
Really good job on the timing of that cut into the lane. The speed that Clarkson has can be a problem for the defense.
Oh, Whiteside in position, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Kennard. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Jazz shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst. And when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Outside Jackson. Drives to the hoop, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Butler attacking, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. And there's the call on Jared Butler. That is his first foul of the game. And the Jazz call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Kennard against Gay. Kennard kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Batum. Just 4 to shoot. Inside, Hartenstein. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
They get Hassan Whiteside.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Clarkson against Powell. Gay dishes to Clarkson. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
That's tipped. Stolen by Clarkson. Driving inside. Pass to Paschal. Now Gay. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Jackson with it. He's got 6. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 8.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Butler kicks to Gay. Takes it inside. 4 on the shot clock. Basket good. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
That's just pure strength and size from Whiteside. Just a Hulk out there. Remains a matchup problem for basically any roster to try to match up physically.
And George, here we go. And George with this stuff.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Clarkson against Powell. Clarkson outside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Jackson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He's got 10.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Utah calls timeout.
Fans, the loudest section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz.
For the Jazz, Royce O'Neal.
The Jazz shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. The steal. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up.
Two shots.
And so Powell nails both of them. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Los Angeles has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Passes it to Jackson. 23 seconds left to play in the third. And Utah has possession. Clarkson outside. Outside Butler. Clarkson outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Well, Paul George showing off his defensive prowess right there. Full energy, full focus, and a nice contest.
And so it's Utah, sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And the Jazz call time here. And with so many entertainment options these days, Brent, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative. And I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Hartenstein. Batuma's out there with Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Coffey in at the 2-guard spot.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Jackson against Conley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson down low, covered by Conley. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. He takes it in, and Bogdanovic throws it down.
You can't give Bogdanovic a lane to the rim. He takes off towards the rim and then just throws that one down with force.
Here's Hartenstein. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, George fires it up and misses it off the right side of the rim. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And O'Neal gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Stolen by O'Neal. Here's the break. Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Mitchell outside. Here he goes. He kicks it to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Throws it up high.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Conley dishes to O'Neal. The pass to Mitchell. Into the lane. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. Daniel House is checked in for Bogdanovich. Utah calls timeout. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Covered by Mitchell. Clock at 6. Pass to Coffey. Fires for 3. It's deflected, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Outside Conley. To the paint. Here's House. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Utah.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
Pass to Coffey. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
Here's Mitchell.
Oh! And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And the Jazz with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
And Mitchell drops them both. LA's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Covered by Mitchell. Covington. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And it does a lot for Covington when he can finish through contact. Gives him the confidence to take it inside, even when there's traffic.
Now, here's Mitchell. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 27.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Passes it to Hartenstein. And Brent, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint. You know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle. But the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Gobert trying to get open.
Teams are always looking for guys like Covington who can defend multiple positions.
Here's man. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell, and he makes the first.
Shooting for LA, Terrence Mann.
That one is no good. Utah's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. He gets that one. Conley's got 19 points.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up when Gobert takes flight. Boy, you are in for a show.
Here's Mann, covered by Conley. Mann can't hit. The Jazz shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Hartenstein passes to Mann. Six on the shot clock. And nothing but hair on that one. And it's the Jazz's ball. To the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
There's the pass to Covington. Top of the key. Here's Hartenstein. Misses from short range.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Jackson's checked in for Terrence Mann. Utah calls timeout. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And that one drops. Coffey's got his first basket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Los Angeles has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Here's Jackson. Got a hand on it. Pass to Pascal. And slam dunk by Pascal.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. He's covered by Clarkson. Some solid defense from Clarkson.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Covington in the corner. They get it back. Here's Hartenstein off with the layup.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
2 minutes remaining.
Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Butler driving the lane. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And they get it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his second personal.
And the first one drops.
Team is in the penalty. Shooting.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing though. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Rudy Gobert.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, it's a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Utah. Daniel House comes in for Rudy Gay. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Kennard, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. He's covered by Clarkson. Rebounded by Clarkson. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. There's the drive. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great. The fans were great. We shared the ball. We played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.